Okay, we are back. Continued. Intermission. So, let's get a drink. And drive in, drive, and dine continues. Part 2. Day trip vlog and full day of eating. So, check out part 1 if you haven't. Go to that and come back and let's get into it. We've got no time to waste. Let's do this. So, we're back on the road like we have been. We're doing right where we left off. And giddy up, let's do this.
With my aunt. Now, they give you bigger portions, so
Sorry, Bug.
I'm going to have my dinner.
Why would you freeze it? Why would you not just put it up for the next day, dinner or lunch? Like, that already sounds bogus. Sugar, we're not going to cry. We got food. We got water. I just filled up your bowls. We've been out. We've got everything we need. So, we're good to go, little campers. So, why would we freeze it? Save it for another day and put it in the refrigerator. I don't like frozen a bunch of... I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll eat a couple pizza rolls here and there, things that are already frozen, but my grandma does that. She'll be like, oh, I'll put it in the freezer. I'm like, no, I don't like the consistency sometimes of frozen stuff that's home-cooked stuff.
Like you'll see, I'll portion it out, put it in my calorie counter, and then I'm going to freeze the rest so that I can have it another time. So, that's what I'm going to do. Alright guys, so I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello. Also, I'm getting ice cream. I actually don't eat ice cream very often.
I'm getting ice cream, but I don't eat ice cream. I'm Amber Lynn, but I don't eat pizza, but I order pizza. So here we go with these shenanigans. So it's like we've always got to have, we've got to set up our narrative. I don't like ice cream, but I'm getting ice cream. See what I mean? Like we've always got to have, like, just say you're going to get ice cream. We don't need that. I don't really like ice cream. Like, come on now.
And,
screw it. You're going to get ice cream.
Because it's just like something I don't really crave often. I have more of a savory tooth than sweet tooth, but I'm going to be going by this ice cream place I haven't eaten at in years.
I'm going to be going by an ice cream place. What did I say in the first part? We're setting up our drive here to the park, but just necessarily we're passing an ice cream place that I haven't ate at in years. So, did I not say here we're setting up our trip to go to these places that just so happen we're passing on the way? What a coincidence.
And they have like the best hard ice cream. Now I like
Chug.
hard ice cream, which is higher in calories.
Sorry.
But I'm trying to not think of, I'm trying to get rid of the mindset of I can't have. I'm trying to get into the mindset of I can have, but less. Now,
it's just not gonna work. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's just not... Sorry, I keep looking at this candle, making sure that I've had it burning for a minute, so... I am like, no, that's the mindset. You know, don't cut out everything like you try to do. That's the thing I always say. They try to go, you know, balls to the wall, excuse me, and, you know, they try to cut out, eliminate everything. Her going keto, vegetarian, etc. She knows she can't do that, so why even set yourself up for the disaster? You know, why even set yourself up? I mean, it makes no sense here.
It's different with fast food. You know, I had the Wendy's yesterday. That didn't feel like a fast food run for me.
How?
It's not something I
How?
want to get.
Because you didn't get freaking chicken nuggets and a bun and a bunch of damn fries? How? It was still a Baconator. You didn't get the burger with lettuce and tomato and make a little freaking lettuce wrap. It was still a Baconator with a shit ton of cheese. Like, that's why she doesn't understand when we say trolling. She doesn't get that. You are trolling. Can we say Chantel Reed?
Without the bun and everything. But it still was fast food, so that will be it for a little while. And but to say I'm never going to have something is when I get, like, you know, it's just, it's not really realistic, you know, just the type of life I have. going out and getting fast food binges every night, yeah, that's gone. I don't want that to return. You know, I still have to stave off.
This is like an Amber Lynn moment here for me. It's like, who does she think she's fooling here? Is she, like, trying to fool herself? Like, it's like these girls have tried. Well, I don't necessarily even think they're trying, to be honest. That's my full opinion. But it's just like Amber Lynn. It's like, oh, now I've got this all figured out. No, pumpkin pie, you don't. No, you don't. And I don't believe any of this. I don't.
Sometimes, and I know people are concerned that it's a trigger to go out driving, but it's something I have to learn to control. And I haven't been able to, but I think that I will be able to. I think that, you know, the key is for me to not completely deprive. So
that's what we're doing right here. We're going on another food mission. We just so happen we didn't like our breakfast, so we went to Starbucks and had a Monte Carlo Chevy Caprice sandwich. We already got our dinner plotted out, and then we're going to get ice cream at a place that just so happens to be on the drive that we've plotted. Come on now. It's not a coincidence. She knew the path she was taking. She knew where she was going. She knew it. She set the whole narrative up from the get-go with the deviled eggs.
I've tried so many different things, and I know you guys are, you know, have whiplash quite a bit. I'm sorry. Foodie Beauty whiplash cream. Is there a cream for whiplash?
You need to get a cream for that boil.
So, I was singing in my vlog because that's what I do on the road. I sometimes just sing out loud, even if I suck. So I'm gonna get one scoop, you know, instead of getting like a whole cone with like 2 scoops, and I'm just gonna get a little scoop of my favorite ice cream, orange ice cream if they have it. I hope they do. If not, black cherry. Oh my god, yeah.
I thought something was wrong, too, with their car a couple weeks ago, or something about air in the tire. I don't know, like, I don't understand this. You know, like I said, the quarantine has went out the window to her. I mean, not that we know she was ever serious about it, and she was mean-mugging BB when he was sneezing and had the scare, and, you know, but this is completely just rolled out the window with her. It never affected her, and I never thought it did. Breathing is just horrifying.
Hopefully that helps.
Look, you can tell she wants to stop. That's horrible.
My back is killing me. I've only come that far. Those people were making fun of my weight. They were talking in French, so they thought I wouldn't understand them.
What people?
And yes, I'm angry. Because...
What people?
I guess I just don't get it. It's just like... This is why I don't like people.
I don't see any people, to be honest with you. I don't see any people.
Seriously.
Hold on, guys.
It's like, I understand French, buddy. I know what the French word for huge is, okay? So...
I don't see anyone.
Mosquito. I did what I could. For now.
I did faintly hear some people, but you couldn't make out anything they were saying.
Without my back hurting. I haven't updated you guys on my lung situation. I talked to the lung specialist.
Here we go. Let me turn the light on. Here we go. We don't want to discuss... Come on, Boogie Lou. We're not going to climb in and out. I don't want to discuss my health. It's none of your business. It's none of your guys' business. My health is my health. It's none of your business. Pick what you want to do here. Do you want to talk about your health? Do you not want to talk about your health? You can't talk about things and then, not even the community, not even Hater Nation or, whatever you call us. And just even your subscribers, you get mad when they talk about your health, but yet here you are talking about your health, but nobody's supposed to care, even in your viewers. You got to pick and choose here. It's like, you don't want to talk about your health, but here you are talking about your health. You gotta make up your mind. I've seen her even rip her viewers a new tell for talking about the health. But yet, here we go. Nobody brought it up but her.
I'm going to order any more scans because he's 100% sure that it's not the big C. He's not concerned about that at all. He thinks it's scar tissue from when I had the blood clot, or because they can cause scar tissue in your lungs, or because it actually didn't.
Let me just say something right quick, too. I told you that I've had a boil before, like where my jeans rub. Why? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's amazing for her to go on a walk, but if you don't go home and wipe that off in alcohol, that bad boy, and this, is rubbing and, let me tell you, a boil is not a good situation, and man, it can be a horrifying thing. If you've ever had one, man, you guys know what I'm talking about. You really got to keep your eye on a boil. I mean, they can turn terrifying. So, you're sweating, and now you've got this shirt rubbing it. If it busts, it's going to get and create another boil. They're a very fickle thing that can get... They're very just a fickle, nasty thing. And there's nothing wrong. Like I said, I've had one, but you really got to tend to them and really baby them. Or if the pus gets, excuse me, not to be nasty, but they will irritate other spots and make more. They are a very fickle thing, man.
And, tumors usually grow. I had a really, really bad pneumonia a couple of times years ago before I was vaccinated for it. And that could leave scar tissue. I've had bronchitis.
It's like you're talking about all this, but you're going on a mission to get ice cream. Come on now.
Else, because I do have problems breathing beyond being overweight. I weighed myself, but I didn't film it because, honestly, to me, it's not important to share with the world. I just have ugly feet, okay? That's my excuse.
Is that what we're doing?
Ugly ass
the feet
right now. So, yeah, fat people neglect their feet because you can't reach them. What do you want, I was 388.7. So, I think my highest when I got weighed a few months ago, or a couple.
I don't believe that. I'm not saying, whatever, but I don't believe it. I don't. I mean, she went hard a couple weeks ago. It was non-stop. The 2 McDonald's in one night, I don't know. I don't believe that. I think we hit 400, and she just doesn't want to admit it.
2 to 3 months ago, I had an appointment. It was $395. So, working on getting that down.
It was $395. It was just it was conveniently short of 5 pounds. It was $390, not in the 400s. It was $395. I don't believe that. I don't think we've seen her get bigger. We've seen these binges. I don't believe it, honestly. I really don't. I think the $395 was just to say, I'm under 400. I am under 400.
Small steps.
If you were that, I would have weighed myself and been like, look, I maintain this. It is what it is. I've been maintaining, here, suck that, put that in your pipe and smoke it. But I don't believe it. You could have threw some socks on. Come again, Janice.
Small steps.
Sorry, the light shining in her car, too, is making it worse.
Small steps and big results. Anyways, so these people, they were like, I'm not going to judge them by their looks because that wouldn't make me any better than them. And I can't stand people who do that, and then if I do it in return, even as a defense mechanism, which we're so often, that's what happens, it makes me them, and I hate that. So I'm not going to comment on their looks, but they're like probably middle-aged, older men, and women canoeing, and they were all staring at me and like whispering, and then that one guy said something about me being really vague. They were all talking French. Like, I understand French, buddy. So I just smiled and waved at them anyways.
I don't know what to think here. Let me kick on now. My opinion is, we've all got them. This is my opinion. I think she came up with this narrative to Scootaloo. She walked a little bit. Oh, guys, they picked on me. I'm out of here. They made me mad. So now let's go get some ice cream. They were talking shit about me, so I'm out of here. First off, I could hear the people, but I couldn't make out anything they were saying. Like she'd said, if they were in a canoe, I highly doubt, I'm sure they know, majority, Canadians know how to speak French. I don't know if I believe this. I don't know. I think this was a plot, plan narrative to, even on her viewers. Oh, we feel bad for you. They shouldn't have called, just like the comment section. She ran it. She created a narrative and she ran it. That took the heat off of, why did you only walk for 2 minutes? Why did you only walk for 5 minutes, then go get ice cream? You didn't even walk enough to burn off the Starbucks drink, the large drink, the venti drink. You didn't even walk enough to do the caprese sandwich, the caprese, whatever you want to call it. You didn't even burn enough calories off to burn that. And now here we are going to get ice cream and we've already got dinner plotted out in our mind. I don't know if I believe that. Of course, there's crappy people in the world, but it's like it took off the narrative to, why did you only walk 5 minutes? Why did you drive that far and you only walked 5 minutes? It set up the make people feel bad for me and that'll take their mind off I only walked 5 minutes. Do you see what I'm saying? She's always got her next manipulative, play ready to rock and roll. Like I said she manipulated her family, been doing this for years. She knows what she's doing. She knew that she could set that up, and maybe it's true, honestly. Like I'm saying, I'm not a mind reader. I wasn't there with her. God only knows what happened. But she couldn't look at the camera. I mean, of course she's driving, but she was real shifty with her eyes, and I just feel, excuse me, that's a narrative to, say, well, why did you only walk for 5 minutes? You drove all that way. It's like, hey, I'll say this, that'll shoo that under the rug. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? I have to learn that a lot of my anger stems from me having that victim mentality of just being constantly verbally abused as a fat person.
Wait a minute here. What about Michelle from one vlog away? Her face looked like stew. She was as big as you. We could turn that into a freaking rhyme rap here. What about the Arabic girl smoking a pencil like a cigarette we mocked? What about all the men with small body parts, pepperoni nipples, baloney nipples, whatever the hell you said? What about the lady that you said she talked like this? Are we going to do this? See what I mean? We're setting up the narrative. I don't make fun of people. Man, there's a million videos of yours right now that I could come
You could
across.
say, oh, crybaby, but
Come
you know, like,
on.
it doesn't feel nice when people are constantly crapping on
You can dish it out, but you can't take it.
No.
That's the problem.
And if you let it. And I have to just realize that that's never, ever going to change. People pick on... That's what people do. Some people are shitty, but there's a lot of good people out there. So I can't do that.
How many women at work that didn't get along with her was just how many the girl that we covered from the camp thing or whatever she used to do was a bitch and she was stinky and had stinky farts. Really? Really? Come on here. I don't believe any of this. I'm calling it bluff. Whatever. No. Time out. Skirt. Wait a minute. Not believing it. I think this was a plot, like I said, to say, you know, that way, you know, people couldn't be like, oh, you only walked 5 minutes and you drove freaking an hour, hour and a half. No, you drove that far to get ice cream. You might have came up, and like I said, I don't know 100%. I don't know her. Lord only knows what happened. But I don't know if I believe this. I don't. I think it could have been a narrative just, you know, for people to get off her back about not walking long and driving that far. Lord only knows, but that's what I think.
Everybody into the bad apple category. And I can't let it make me jaded. I can't let it affect how I feel about myself and how I feel about other people. It's hard because that is a big reason why I actually really, really have a deep-rooted hatred for humanity. That's one of the reasons.
I think her deep-rooted hatred for humanity is when Miss Thing here doesn't get her way, she rages and turns out and throws a tantrum. That, I think, is why she has... I've been picked on for years, you know, my teeth, you know, I grew up freaking, my mom didn't have a lot of money. I was picked on for my teeth. I mean, people pick on anybody for anything. You know, there's things that you're too, you know, you're too tall, you're too short, you're too fat, you're too skinny. You guys know that. You guys know what I mean. Like, my teeth are bucked. I know that. Is it always been a dream for me to fix my teeth? Yes. I had bottom braces and the orthodontist retired and I never got top. Yes. Gum disease runs in my family. Are my teeth one of my biggest insecurities? Most definitely. You know, but people find a way to pick on you for anything. You guys know that. You got big feet. You got tiny ears. You got big ears. You know, your eyebrows look like caterpillars. Come on now. Not buying it. It's part of the pity party.
Weird scarecrow in the field. So, and I know it sounds awful, but that's just the way I feel. And I did talk about that in therapy, where the anger comes from.
I bet you didn't.
Just being constantly by these, like, really ugly people. Not, like, physically ugly. Just, like, soul-wise.
Oh, what about Michelle? What about Michelle and the stew? I kind of gathered that that's what you were saying by the stew comment. My face looks, my stew looks better than your face? But you're such an angel here. Get the hell, like, I don't buy these games of hers. This is all a tactic to make people feel bad for her so she can create her little stunts and her drive food missions. That's all it is. It's just to divert the attention so she can keep eating.
I'm going to have to deal with that the rest of my life. Everybody does, but the more I put myself out there and the more happier I become with myself and the more successful I become, it's just going to get worse. There's going to be a lot more hatred and just, like, I don't know what the deal is, but I'm not going to let that affect my happiness. It was just, like, shocking to me that somebody would say that when I was so close. Maybe he didn't know I could hear him. But,
and of course, it's a man.
Yeah,
it had to be a man that said it. You guys, I'm skipping a little bit ahead. Boo-hoo, poor me, I'm skipping ahead. If not, this is...
It's like a form of therapy for me.
Good
it's like
night.
a form of journaling, you know? Shouldn't be wrong. You know, when you think about it. Why should somebody be treated differently?
We are still on this. Oh, we've got...
Beauty bite.
Hold on, look. Okay, now we've went from, oh, why should people be picked on, to look at our whole vibes here, our whole mannerisms. Got ice cream. Yes, life's good again. We're good to go. Hold on, my internet's... Yeah, you always see the vibe. Oh, poor me. Yes, we got ice cream again. Hold on, guys. What is going on here? Here we go. Now look how we're just real monotone. Here we go. Let's go.
Snickering, everything. And it's always been that way.
No, we're just sad and depressed, riding along.
Just
have to go get some ice cream.
Like that, because I'm glad that, yeah, I'm fat, but I'm not like that. So.
Not like that. Okay.
Alright, guys.
Alright, guys, we're ready to get ice cream. Yay!
Okay.
Look, okay.
So, I have my little scoop of ice cream again. One scoop, orange ice.
Creamy orange ice cream, 345 calories. First off, that is one big ass scoop. Look how big. I don't know if you guys can tell. That almost looks like two. Like, there's one scoop. Almost looks like a scoop and a half or two. And how do you know that's 345 calories? You don't know what brand that is, exactly how many ounces. Pootie butt. Pooh. No one's here, Simon. You don't know how many ounces that is, how many grams of ice cream. It's funny how her and Amberlyn, well, must be 345 calories. That's what I put in my phone, or whatever, her fitness buddy, whatever the heck she uses. You don't know if that's 345 calories. You got no idea. Got our ice cream.
Big scoop, so
it is.
I don't know. Let's taste it. I love orange ice cream. Usually it's all orange, but
yeah, that's a big scoop. Look at that. No, it's hard.
Yes.
That's like two scoops or a scoop and a half.
Eat a bite.
She done murked some of it.
My Indian food. So when I get home later tonight, that's what I'm gonna have.
Got my Indian food.
My meal that will be it for me. I just feel, so whenever I say crushing my goals, my goal is not to binge, not to overeat.
You just went on a whole food drive. My goal is to not overeat and not binge. You did a 5-minute walk, drove an hour and a half, an hour. Simon, stop, buddy. It's like a motorcycle or something. But anyways, this is what you just did. You lightweight just, no, you're not eating the food in the car. Excuse me, but you went and got Starbucks, walked for 5 minutes, and now we got this Indian food.
My attitude and habits around food.
This makes no sense, you guys.
Binging. Thinking of food as the enemy. Or as a friend.
It is.
It's food.
It's the enemy. Absolutely. Simon, calm down, please. I'm sorry, you guys. I know that is annoying. Imagine being asleep at freaking 3 in the morning or 4.
I just had to go down it and...
Okay, yeah. Let's get home to the food and hear what she's got to say. And this was, I'm sorry, this was like a freaking drive food adventure. We walked for 5 minutes. It was.
Just the Sunset Road.
Sorry, guys, that sun makes it worse, too.
Beautiful.
Pretty bite.
Wow. I love this. I took this road. Actually. Despite all the gravel. Alright, so, for dinner?
I think we skipped. Somebody told me earlier that she took a pee in the forest or something.
Oh my god.
Did we pass the peeing? That's... Somebody told me that she pees in the forest. Hold on. Oh, the internet is freaking... Okay, here we go.
There's forest on the side here. So relaxing. Oh my god.
Here we go.
I'm getting out of here. I just got out to go for a pee. Don't judge me. Okay?
Bet you didn't have baby wipes.
I have toilet paper for this reason. There's nowhere to go. Alright, and I had to go.
You know darn well, the only thing, if she had anything, you know it was probably some McDonald's or Arby napkins, half dripped with freaking grease. You know they get in the bag and grease, but why wouldn't you put some baby wipes? We've been through this with her before. Why does she stop and get all these drinks when she knows she pees and uses the restroom all the time? She does this all the time. It's like, oh, I'm going to get me a big coffee and go out on the road, and she knows it tears her stomach up. Like, I'm not saying maybe she just did pee, but why if you know you're going to, like, you get these large drinks, and then we know what happens. Like, put some freaking baby wipes in the car, some wet wipes.
Or nowhere, or in my pants.
Okay, was pants even an option? Yeah.
Crackling the bushes.
Oh, here we go.
Maybe
The nugget goes, followed her to piss.
Is that a human being?
Oh
my god.
Maybe they're walking across the street. Or, I mean, on the...
No.
Checking their mail. If there's a...
I opened my back door and my front door.
I didn't know seeing a human was so scary. Lock your freaking door and keep on rolling. You're in your car, they're walking. Maybe they're going to their... Seems like country. Maybe there's a house. They're going to their mailbox. Is that a human? Oh, God. Could it be a human? Yeah.
And, like, peed and was, like, watching. I had to go so bad. Otherwise, I
Why even tell everybody all this?
But
why even freaking go pee and cut it out and giddy up? Hey, guys, I'm back. Why do you got to go into freaking... I think she likes stuff like that.
This is a really nice area. Because... I don't know where I'm going. I think I'm getting lost.
I'm sorry, but she looks
There's mosquitoes.
bigger.
Yeah, mosquitoes were trying to bite my coochie when I was peeing.
West Nile crotch. Hello. Yikes. Stuff like that. Like, does she think that's cute and funny? Like, go pee and hurry up and do your thing and get back in the car. Like, I think she likes talking about bathroom stuff. Check out one of my earlier videos. I'm a recovering addict if you're new. I talked to one of my health doctors. I didn't want to get too much into it, but anyways, I asked them some questions about her and kind of just, they took a little gander, and check out my video of that. I think it's called Doctor's Thoughts, if I'm not. It's way back, a while ago. But I think it's called Doctor's Thoughts, and it's Foodie. But check that out. I think she has a thing talking about using the restroom.
Suicidal mosquitoes.
West Nile, cooch.
Get out. Go. What's here?
Alright, let's giddy up back to the homeland. See what she's got in...
Sauce with curry.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh my god, hold on guys. Here we go.
I think.
I want to get it right to where we see what we get, but I'm trying not to go back. Okay, here. Well, we should be right here.
All right.
Okay,
so,
here we are.
For dinner, I'm going to have a couple of these olives.
Why do you got 2 jars? Why can't you just... she can never just eat freaking dinner, man. Why do you need the olives? Like, Indian food is spicy, savory, very good. Like, do you need the olives, the salty freaking olives, the sodium olives? Yeah, they're not one of her worst, pleasures, but do we need 2 jars of olives with the dinner?
Here's my food. Paneer, and I think it's called chole.
Gotta get 2. Couldn't just get 1. Let's get 2. Let's get 2.
I don't know if it's chana masala or chole.
She don't even know what she's eating. She's like, I don't know what it is. It's good.
Sauce with curry, I think, and basmati rice. So what I'm gonna do?
What I'm gonna do on camera, and then it's game 1.
This is 3.
Okay, dinner. 555 calories. 1947 daily today. How do you know that? You didn't have a freaking scale with you. You didn't know what kind of brand of ice cream that was. You don't know what all this is made with. Mom and pop restaurants do not have it just gets, it's like, ooh, 1947 to be exact. 555 calories to be exact. Like, come on now. And why are you even measuring out? Like, just if you're gonna do, like, quit playing games. Quit trolling. Eat the damn rice. We know you're gonna eat the rest, like...
Very fluffy rice. I have every measurement except for a cup.
Oh my god.
This is a quarter cup to make
What measuring things come with freaking... Well, I got everything except for the cup. The cup is the first thing that usually sets, and then they all stack into what? How do you not have the cup?
Okay. I want to eat the whole thing. No.
We know you do, Pumpkin. We know you do.
I want to. I'm not going to.
I'm not going to. The camera's turned off.
He's like, do you want Nan? I'm like, no.
Here we go again. Here we go again. It is non bread. Learn how to pronounce these things if you're going to pretend like you know what they are. Nana's a lady. Nana's somebody's grandma. Nana's somebody's aunt. Aunt Nan. She's not a bread, Pumpkin. She's not a bread. No, ma'am.
All right. Now, let's do half a cup of each, maybe?
Why couldn't she just get 1? That's what I'm saying, man. She takes it to the next level. Gotta get 2. Gotta get 2. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is definitely not one of her worst meals, you know what I mean? But I don't know, guys. This is it. Let's wrap it up. I got plenty of things to show after this in another video, but this definitely isn't one of her worst meals, but
2 of each kind of
God,
olives.
that drives me nuts when I would almost bet she didn't wash her hands and she just stuck them down in the olives and the germs. All right, guys, on that note, we're at the end. There's like freaking 2 more minutes left. So, I am going to go use the restroom myself right quick. I have a savory snack for us to try. And let me tell you, we have tons of things to try. Well, not to try, to open. When I mean tons to where it's probably not even going to go all in one video. So, I love you guys. If you're new, thank you so much for joining me. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't. It really helps me out. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs down. Man, what do you think? Was this just not a food drive adventure? I think it was, and I don't know about the people in the canoe. I don't know. I find that a little suspect, so... Thank you guys. Even if you comment, just shoot me an emoji. It really helps, and it helps our little our little community grow. I do purchase all this stuff with my money for us to try and check out. So when you interact, it really helps me out and helps us gain momentum. So come back. We're going to do some Sephora. We've got all kinds of different things coming up. Tons of things. I'm going to check and see. Jen's been MIA again. Maybe see what Amy's doing, but we got plenty other things. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much, and Kai out.